Good day, I'm Carrie Ann Smith, and this is your JIS News for Friday, April 24. China Harbour engineering company CHEC is moving ahead with its plans to develop lands along the North-South Highway corridor. The development of the 1,200 acres of land is part of the agreement between the government and CHEC for the highway construction, which is now two-thirds complete. During a sectoral presentation Tuesday, Transport and Works Minister Dr. Omar Davies said the Chinese company had presented government with plans to develop parts of the land.
The proposed developments include, in the first instance, the construction of 3 luxury hotels with 2,400 rooms, as well as nearly 600,000 rooms.
Dr. Davies added that expenditure on the highway project and developments along the corridor would be well in excess of $1 billion initially. The minister also addressed concerns about CHEC's alleged withdrawal from Jamaica, saying he put the matter to the company's manager for the Caribbean, Central America and the Americas.
I repeated the question to him, are you winding down operations in Jamaica? And he said it would be a strange form of winding down when CHEC is about to complete an apartment complex, when their plans to build 2,400 hotel rooms are being finalized, and when they are working on plans for developing the rest of land to be provided.
Dr. Davies said CHEC was actively seeking other opportunities for investment in the medium term. Jamaica has significantly improved its processing of construction permits. The country's ranking for dealing with construction permits has moved up from number 52 to 26 in the 2015 World Bank Doing Business report. Local Government and Community Development Minister Noel Arscott adds that 78.6% of the over 4,800 building applications received last year were approved in 90 days.
In the last quarter of 2014, Mr. Speaker, 1,048 applications valued at $12.3 billion were received for building permits by the local authorities. 93.4%, valued at over $10 billion, were approved. And of this, 873 were approved within 90 days.
Minister Arscott was making his contribution to the sectoral debate in Parliament on Wednesday. He also announced that local authorities exceeded targeted property tax revenues in the 2014-2015 fiscal year by collecting approximately $7.4 billion. As a result, communities governed by top-performing parish councils will benefit from the installation of 500 LED or solar streetlights this year. These are in the parishes of Kingston, St. Andrew, Portmore, Hanover, St. James, St. Mary and Westmoreland. The Kingston and St. Andrew Corporation, which had the highest property tax collection rate, will also get $5 million to execute special projects. There has been a marked increase in the number of arrests for agricultural theft since the appointment of the PRAEDIAL LARCENY unit in March of this year. Agriculture and Fisheries Minister Derek Kelly made that announcement during his recent sectoral presentation and said the strategy would be further supported by amendments to critical pieces of legislation.
We will be presenting to Cabinet shortly proposal for increasing fines under the Agricultural Produce Act. And similarly, we have asked the Ministry of National Security to initiate the same in respect of the PRAEDIAL Larceny Prevention Act.
Among other things, the proposed amendments to the Agricultural Produce Act will strengthen the National Animal Identification and Traceability System.
We are going to simplify and activate the provisions for all handlers of agricultural produce. From here on, we will see an intensification of operations by the police, and this will be a sustained operation.
The Ministry of Labour and Social Security is reporting that the National Insurance Fund, N.I.F, is far from being insolvent. Portfolio Minister Derek Kelly says the current assets of the fund stands at $71.2 billion, 5% more than the balance in March last year. But he says there is a gap between contributions to the National Insurance Scheme and what was paid out in benefits. The minister says the recommendation of the actuaries who completed their study on the N.I.F are being reviewed by a committee appointed by Cabinet.
Once this committee has completed its work, its findings will be forwarded to the Cabinet for a decision to be made on the level of contribution and benefit rates that will be required to ensure the continued viability of the National Investment Fund.
Minister Kelly was making a sectoral presentation in Parliament on Tuesday. He said the N.I.F had increased its individual loan limit to borrowers from $5 million to $30 million to stimulate job creation and opportunities for skilled workers. The loan limit to small and medium-sized enterprises also increased from $1 billion to $1.5 billion. Improvement to education delivery in the region is one of the main agreements coming out of the 7th Summit of the Americas, held in Panama City April 10 to 11. Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Senator A.J. Nicholson, says the implementation of projects will be supported by various organizations.
These will be implemented in collaboration with the various inter-American institutions and multilateral financial institutions. Among the proposals was the establishment of an inter-American education system to improve the quality of education in this hemisphere.
And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Carrie Ann Smith. Thanks for watching.